Hello there, fellow worshippers of Liara. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Pilgrim ship. Episode 25, Death of a Second Daughter. So as you can see above my head, at the start of the stream, we are obtaining the orbital grav core from this facility. There's a grav core somewhere in this facility, and our task is to retrieve it. So let's go ahead and start to suit up, so that we can clear the facility. Also means that likely my slaves aren't going to really have much to do. Boy, I absolutely need to make a trade run at some point. We have a stupid amount of loot. I'm really hoping that there's an orbital trader from the trader network that comes by and allows us to like gift things for reputation or something, because we have an obnoxious amount of stuff, and it's honestly becoming a problem because it's a bit crippling. All right, I'm gonna create a zone here, allowing access to the hack, but I don't want anyone wandering around this facility because this facility has like traps and stuff. So Ink, Arm, and Silent are going to be zone restricted. And then the other thing is we are trying to convert Gubia to become a full-fledged member of our domination crew. So we're doing the recruiting now. There's not a lot of resistance left. He already believes in Liara's pilgrims. Oh boy, what a treasure ship that we have. I hope that we are able to clear it out a bit. Alright, Stochastic is putting on his stuff. Mag, you are missing a helmet. Oh, that was due for Stochastic. So put this helmet on. So what we want to start to do is to clear this thing out. And I'm going to have Skyra take a look at the front door now. Darinatai, thank you for the resub. And Doc Genko, too. Alright, gunners to your posts. Obviously there's a turret right here. Oh, wow. Wow. Talk about a rude... So we had two turrets and a sentry drone blast us in the face the moment we open up the door. At least I can lure these sentry drone out, because I've aggroed it and it should... No, it's not following me? Alright. I'm gonna smash the turret then. Skyward, you don't well, okay. How about this? I want to remove the barricades so I can freely move around. So I'll just bash the barricades. I'm hoping that the gunners behind Skyra don't break her shield belt, but I can always skip her to security if that's the case. Mag got hit? What? Wait, oh, it's a turret. Okay. I was like, how did that robot have that kind of range? But it didn't. The turret clipped me. Alright, taking a look. The turrets go out to here. So if I stand here, we should be able to shoot the robot, but not be shot by the turrets. And another robot comes in. Yeah, some of the drones... okay, hold up. The door just opened with another robot, and it shot, Mag. I want to be able to... Whoa, Crimson! Thanks for all the gifted subs, man! Holy moly. Alright, we're gonna go pink mode. You know what I could do? Hey, Silent, pop one of these shields. Robots aren't smart enough to, like, take cover or whatever. Actually, don't shoot the robot, because you're just breaking the walls. Take cover and then pop back out. There we go. I can't make the kill box any larger. It's, like, maximum size. Obviously, it would be useful if I could design it in such a way where there is no cover for robots. Actually, that's not entirely true. I can always skip them. There we go. Now that, you know, we could just move them around ourselves. It's like cover, I think not. Oh, it died. Okay, let's go ahead and clear out this nonsense up here before continuing. And you guys don't have anything to do. I have, let's see. Do I have a complete suit? I don't think I do. Because I was wondering if I had a complete suit to allow, like, Arum to go outside. Because these sentry drones are going to be a problem. What I can do is create a temporary haul zone to allow the sentry drones to be hauled somewhere else. Alright, Skyra, go get the annoying drones. The wasps are getting shot down. That's why I had my flying crew here. And now the hunter. Done and done. I'm going to let the crew here take a little bit of a break. And then we'll get back at it. So, if we want to shred these sentry drones, only because they're, like, on our ship and in the way... Actually, you know what? We can leave them there. We can shred them once we get back down to the planet. It's not much of an issue to just have them, like, chill there. So, let's, vac suit. I do not have a free vac suit. Okay, that's fine. I was just curious if we could put a vac suit on Arum to allow Arum to like repair stuff out here, because we're going to be busting up our entryway. Are the 2 walls by the entry to the kill box necessary? These walls? So the purpose of these walls here is so that enemies can't stand way out here and shoot in, getting them closer, because only so many pawns will stand right at the entryway, meaning that most of the enemies will come flooding in. So yes, they are necessary. And if you're wondering, RimWorld has changed where you can't put barricades here and stop them from standing. That doesn't work anymore. That's been changed in 1.6. So that whole meta of, like, putting barricades or other terrain standing blockers don't work. The 2 in front, you mean? These? Without them, the enemies would stand here. The whole purpose of this is to funnel them in. So yes, it's necessary. I don't want to go into, like, the whole design idea, but if you want to try it alternatively, feel free to design your kill box entryway differently and see if it works for you. I won't stop you. So, are you... Yeah, you're sleepy. I think I was planning on doing is trying to get out to these hack consoles to see what I can turn off, because there's so many turrets in here. There's 8 known turrets, so it'd be great if I could disable some of them. You hate that change? I get it. For robots it doesn't work, but for organics I've put wood here. Of course, that's not going to work in space because it's in vacuum, but when I'm down on the planet, if there's humans coming in, I can set the floor on fire so they don't stand here because they will get burned. Hypothetically, you could even incorporate a fire trap that way, because you could put, like, a vac barrier here, and, like, a vac barrier here, so that this area becomes super hot. The thing is, vac barriers don't have a lot of hit points, so in that case, you're very likely just to destroy your vac barrier due to friendly fire. By that same token, what I could do is open doors, leave the doors open, have, like, strong doors, like stone doors or something, and leave them open here, here, and here, and then the inside will get hot. Actually, come to think of it, I ought to do something like that. I think that is functionally a pretty good idea. All right, there is a lot to hack here. And here's some mining charges. I might be able to, like, pop those mining charges on a drone. That'd be cool. So I'm just poking around. Oh, robot right in my face. There is a spare suit there, though, if I wanted one. Yeah, you can't stand there if it's on fire. Exactly. That's the whole idea of the flaming floor. Is to discourage... discourage them standing. Alright, so let's lure this sentry drone so that we can kill it with mag. So this facility looks very well guarded by sentry drones. So we'll have to pick through the group. Yeah, AKA the floor is lava? Exactly. Tox mines might not be a bad idea either. Yes. Or tox mines plus plus fire. You know, double up the status effects. There's a bunch of different ways to use things like that, for sure. Alright, this sentry drone should be popped in just a moment. Done. Let's see if we can't lure this one too. So I'll stand right inside of its aggro range. And it looks like, Stochastic, you are up. Mag and Skyra both need a meal. I'm just going to take lunch here. Because, like, why not? And then as soon as Liara takes her meal, I'm just going to eat one of these lavish meals. I'll have her start hacking consoles to see if we can't, like, actively disable some of these turrets. They're not going to disable the mechs, I don't think. That's not what happens, but disabling the turrets would be great. So, waiting on finished food. Come on, just eat already. Alright, Liara's done eating. So Liara's going to come this way and hack these terminals, and then maybe go out of the facility and hack those terminals. I might want a little cover for that, though, because there's nothing stopping a robot from, like, entering this realm and shooting us up. Our break fire you have eaten. Cool. You just got a quest that says the platform in orbit controls all mechs on a planet. You can destroy or control it. Yep, that's essentially the ending for Odyssey. So we just reprogrammed a defender turret, and it's being shot by other turrets. And a whole bunch of these drones are taking the bait and trying to kill Skyra, which is great. Another turret disabled. That one was down here. I'm going to take the chance with Liara going over here and hacking these things, because I have active hostile turrets over there. And it looks to me like we've killed the drones that were immediately suppressing us. Oh, there's another one here. Alright. Come on out. Get lured. We're just outside the range of this, so that this drone can't shoot the others and has to shoot Skyra, and Skyra has a shield belt, so easy peasy. Alright, blast door opened. This one is good. And another disabled turret here. Let's hack the top door, although I'm not likely to use it. I moved a little bit to draw the turret out. I would love to be able to set off the mining charges in the face of that robot. Let's see. Mag, you're going to be the person for the job, because miniguns... Oh, there goes the turret I hacked. Miniguns spin up too long. That's actually one of the problems with the high burst fire weapons, is all the bullets will end up like insta-gibbing the shooter. Single shot weapons are better for these mining charges. Alright, bye-bye drone. In fact, let's step away from the wall. Eat it. Alright, so there's a drone there, there's a bunch of turrets here. One of these turrets is disabled, but even still, I'm probably going to destroy it. So let's pivot. No, go this way. Up top and start picking these turrets down. We've already killed 8 drones, and I've seen at least a 9th. There's a lot of frickin' drones here. My goodness. This turret... Okay, so if we stand there... Well, no, because the turrets are going to shoot us. Oh, wait a second. Destroy it. Take cover. Oh, shoot, your shield belt's gone. If your shield belt is gone, keep moving. I don't really want you to get shot. Ouch. Stochastic didn't make it out in time. One of the issues, of course, with the vac suits is your movement speed is, like, absolutely terrible. And, that's why Stochastic took a bullet. So, I'm gonna give everyone a little bit of break. But now we've killed, like, what, 9 drones? And once Skyros moves a little bit higher, we should be able to pick through this facility a little bit more. Another thing I'm going to do while I'm here is we are so full of random stuff. So let's move the curtain over here and put out some more weapon benches, shelves, because I see some weapons in the common storage here. And it's not a problem as long as we're in orbit, because slaves can't escape when you're in orbit. But they will try to escape once we're down on the planet. So, putting all of the potential weapons on a shelf here is going to be pretty useful. So that also means tusks and horns. And then making sure horns and tusks are not included anywhere else. Anything with a weapon tag. I missed a hydrate and a pet the dogs. Oh, well, cheers. Cheers twice. Sorry about that. Okay, so all the weapons are being piled up here to keep them out of the hands of slaves. And then I'm going to expand the bio-coated weapons smelting out to basically the front of the ship. Do the same with the tainted apparel. So I think that was like 56. And slag I'll raise up to 56 as well. So basically if there's slag, tainted apparel, or bio-coated weapons around, we smelt them down. Alright, seems like everyone's mood has recovered, so let's continue clearing. So Skyra, you're gonna go up and then down. Nope, stop walking forward. You're gonna get a shot. Then while we're up here, hack this door. If they arm slaves in space, is there still a rebellion? As far as I know, no. Because there's like nowhere for them to go. They're essentially trapped. Meaning that orbital platforms are like awesome for penal colonies, and it's entirely something I intended to take advantage of. In this series. once we have a battleship and an Archon. Alright, seems like most of the turrets in the hallway are taken care of. This is an ancient transport pod. Alright. So Area 1 will include here. It is safe to traverse this area. And I'm going to let everyone off the hook so that they can haul things in. What you do with a slave colony in space? So what you could do is you could have production facilities, you know, making chem fuel, making armor, making weapons. The facilities up here produce tons and tons of power for free through the life support modules. So, you know, a single colony like this one probably generates like 70,000 watts of power just kind of for free for you to take advantage of. So there's a lot of reasons to do that. To build an orbital colony. Well, primarily it's just a place where slaves can't escape from. So it's great for plantations. Space plantations. Alright, what is up your butt? You're drowsy... Decent barracks, skull spikes. You know, she's just being fussy. Gubia, have you been fed? Yeah, cool. There's not much else to do until we have our, like, bullet sponge back with us. I guess I could open up this advanced component box if I put this area up here as safe. I think Skyra... Actually... So Skyra's the one I really need to, like, make happy. She's been very fussy. The elite expectations is a problem. There's not much I can do about it. Just let her recreate, etc. Do I need a grav anchor to keep a space map tile? Yes. Grav anchors are required. Unless, of course, you are keeping a space tile without a ship. I guess, yes, but like, asterisk? Because it's entirely possible to go to an orbital platform through transport pods or passenger shuttles, and then you wouldn't need a grav anchor. Grav anchors just prevent your grav ship from destroying a tile when you blast off. But technically speaking, it isn't required to have a home in space, only if you intend to ever visit with the grav ship. Okay, these are probably gravlite tiles, speaking of which. Come on, Hunter Drone, what the hell? There we go. And going through a little bit more. Nice. Lots of wood. We can turn that into chem fuel. Speaking of which, it would be good if Aram had a suit. Ooh, and ancient soldiers. So there's a tactic that I wanted to employ against the ancient soldiers, which we'll do once the rest of the facility's cleared out. It's pretty low-key devious, and I love it. Aram, because we have all this wooden furniture, it would be frickin' swell if I got you a suit. I thought I hauled a suit back. Yeah, I did. Okay, it's right there. And then there's a poor helmet here. So, Aram, you are going to be unrestricted. Actually, Area 1 restricted. And I'll let Aram come in here and start pulling the furniture up. And floors up. So we'll turn it all into chem fuel. Alright, let's keep clearing. Another one. Nice. And we'll be able to smelt the armor at some point, once this is all cleared. Alright, this looks like another wooden room. 'Twas. That's some sort of pod room. So we're almost done clearing this area out, I think. Rec room. And I'm gonna guess this is the reactor room, because it's literally the last room. Yup. Alright, unrestricted. Because Skyra will have this thing destroyed in no time. So I wanted to demonstrate a very devious way to get some awesome armor. And I'll be demonstrating that in a moment. So what I'm going to do is search life support. And Skyra, I need you to bash the life support modules. So I'll spoil the tactic because you're about to see it. But the TLDR is that ancient soldiers do not have vacuum safe gear, meaning the people in these pods are completely unable to contend with vacuum. Vacuum will knock them unconscious. So my intent is to engineer this facility so that I can knock all the ancient soldiers unconscious and then strip them of their armor, getting free recon and marine armor at basically no cost to me other than prepping the area and destroying its life support. I don't intend to live here, so I don't really care if I, like, bust up the life support, because why would I care about that? So Skyra's running around, busting up all these life support modules, and I'll just make sure all the life support is gone. And then the other thing I want to do is to remove a fortified wall here. As you'll see why in a moment. So technically you can take the life support units with you. It's just very cheese, where what you do is you can, if they're within the sphere of influence of your grav engines, what you could do is build Gravlite panels underneath them and, like, take them with you. I don't intend to ever use that exploit because will make your ship super ugly, but also it's, like, super cheese. But just let you know that technically it's doable. I just won't be doing it. So what's going to end up happening is I am trying to vacuum out all of the oxygen available in the entire facility because the ancient soldiers are sort of, like, coded to seek out atmosphere. So when they get evicted out of their pods, they will go to atmosphere. And if the only atmosphere on the entire platform is my ship, they basically will run to my ship. Which is what I want them to do. You'll see the whole operation in a minute because I'm nearly done busting up the life support. So there's one module I missed, which actually this module doesn't matter because it's within a it's open to vacuum. So then if we take a look at the vacuum overlay, if I want specific rooms to lose its oxygen faster, I can just, like, de-roof that specific room, and very quickly that room will become unsafe for occupancy. It just speeds up the process. It's not strictly necessary. As you can see, it's eventually outgassing to space, but creating a single removed tile of the roof just makes it a lot faster. Makes it basically instant. So now there's nowhere within the facility here which has oxygen, which means anyone that is not in a vacuum safe suit dies. And the other thing is, ancient soldiers are always baseliners. They're never skyjacks, or starjacks rather. I can't believe I called them skyjacks. Meaning, they can't survive. There's like no chance of them surviving. Because if they were Starjacks, it's hypothetically possible that they have like, you know, a marine armor or something and a marine helmet, or I don't know, but they won't be able to survive, is the TLDR. So now we're just stripping up the facility of its materials, and then maybe tomorrow I will trigger the whole like killing of soldiers. There is no Atmo in the unopened room. So the rooms with pods have no roof on them by default. If you look at the ceiling map tile, because they have transport pods in them. They're obviously unroofed always. Any of the other corpses, I don't want his stuff, but any of the other corpses have good armor. Let's take a look. Gear, so you have Go Juice, don't really care. You've got low shield pack, let's strip you. There's another vac suit. You've got... And the reason I'm checking corpses is I actually have at one point found a Doomsday launcher on one of the dead people that was on an orbital facility, and I was like, oh my god, because it was not even biocoded. It was just a free Doomsday launcher. It was crazy. Oh, these unopened rooms, they're kitchens. I see what you're saying. I will open up the doors, but they're I'll make sure they aren't safe havens. But as you can see, they vent out pretty quick because they're tiny. And then on the flip side, let's go ahead and turn all this new wood into chem fuel, fueling our operations. So the reason I'm going to all this trouble is I would like to get recon armor or marine armor for free, because we don't have a smith that... Actually, technically speaking, if Skyra hit level 6 crafting, she could start making like locust armor. But it wouldn't be very good locust armor because she's not skilled at it. But I would like to get some free armor if possible, and then train up a crafter to be able to craft us better stuff. You're almost done. There you go. Yeah, so you're talking about this room here. And it had oxygen, but then it immediately vents out, so it's no longer safe for them to hide in. Alright, at this point, I'm going to put everyone in the vacuum safe. And then Liara and Mag are going to go kill the first group of soldiers. You know what? Actually, before that, Skyra, would you be so kind? I don't think anything's going to happen to the Grav Core, but, like, I don't want to leave the Grav Core there, because I don't feel comfortable leaving the Grav Core out while I'm messing with the soldiers. So what I'm going to be doing is having Mag shoot the pod open, and then them going to the base. But it looks like Mag's mood is pretty bad, so I'm going to wait a moment. Also, the vacuum safe zone wasn't entirely correct. Let me fine-tune it a bit. Alright, that looks right. Alright, now let's try it. Alright, break fire, activate the shields. Actually, just activate one of them. One's probably going to be enough. And I'm telling my guys not to fire at will. And then Mag closes the door. So the concept here is they were lured to the vacuum area, right? But I closed off access, so there's nowhere for them to breathe other than getting in these rooms, but they can't open those doors because they don't own them. And I am just waiting for them to pass out. I don't really want this combat shotgun guy to do combat shotgun stuff, though. So they can bite me. And I wait for them to get unconscious, and then I strip them before they die. So, oh, there goes one. I don't really care about this guy's gear, because the low shield pack won't be tainted, and I don't care about the flak stuff. It's the other three that have recon armor and marine armor that I want to strip before they die. And I'm just waiting for them to lose consciousness. And they're going to be standing around, and then I'll be able to, like, skip them to me as soon as they get conked. And the shield is on so that I can stand out here and just be like, haha, I get to watch you die. Alright, here we go. Oops. Brio. Stripped. Lynn. Stripped. And whatever your name is, stripped. I guess I didn't actually check if they were decent pawns to be able to be captured. Sickly asexual, cyclical... Oh, you know what? This person... I don't think I can save them, because they're gonna... never mind. They're dead. I would have captured them, because those are pretty good stats, but it's a bit late. And as a result, we've got 3 armors that are untainted, and I basically did nothing. I just used game mechanics to my advantage, and had them die real nice. And then what I could do is this. Force target to wear armor, Skyra. So Skyra's getting the marine armor, and then everyone else can get the recon armor. And then Breakfire gets the recon armor, and then like Mag or Stochastic can get the other recon armor. So we're getting rid of our vac suits. And you are absolutely welcome to use my invented way. I mean, I'm sure other people have come up with this idea, but I created this idea technically by my lonesome. Because, yeah, ancient soldiers never have helmets, and, wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Ancient soldiers never have helmets, and they're not ready for vacuum, so they're super easy to kill like this. And we'll do this group as well, the same way. And that's why I only activated one of these shield generators, so that I can use the same method again. Rinse, repeat. She didn't technically get to kill any of them, but she watched 3 of them gasp their last breath and die, so, like, she's happy enough. Oh. Daughter of Liara just showed up. So the issue is they're sappers and they're landing here. I'm glad I grabbed the grab core, because I think I'm just going to take off. Because there's no way I don't have my entire ship immediately wrecked by sappers. Yeah, these guys would just destroy the ship. So, oh well, at least I'm keeping this recon armor because it's physically on the ship. But, launch. And I think what I'll do is I'll launch to just somewhere where I can get a lot of meat below me. So, looking for wildlife, increased wildlife. Down here somewhere. Junkyard, plant life. I wouldn't mind, like, psychoid or hops, though. I actually don't know if there's wild hops that you can just find. Oh, come on. Oh, you know what the other thing I could do? I just realized is I have a crazy amount of trade goods. Is there somewhere... I was going to say, maybe over here, where we're close to the road to the Royal Empire, and I can just, like, deliver stuff to them for reputation. Tame some, like, local horses and haul the stuff over, because I don't have a shuttle pod yet. Oh, here's an increased... Oh, alpaca habitat. That will work. So the current priority right now is Build up rep you with the Royal Empire. I didn't miss the increased animal life. I chose the alpaca habitat because they're tameable and they're haulable. And yeah, Liara has a lot of daughters. It's a little weird. So there's an ancient danger here. There is... Okay, I see some alpaca. Yeah, okay, there are 2 ancient dangers here. That's awesome. And some alpacas. So let's park right there. Overheated grav engine. That means we're going to be here a while. Mag. I'm going to give you the recon armor. Stochastic is a researcher, so he's more likely to be more or less idle at our, on our ship. So, Aram, you need to take that stuff off. And as far as wildlife goes, let's try to tame the donkeys and the alpaca. And the intention is to bring them to the Royal Empire for, because we have so much trade goods here. It's stupid. And if I could buy a shuttle core, that would be awesome. A shuttle engine, I mean. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Pilgrim ship, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow pilgrims.